Today on TimesCast, more than 10,000 anti-corruption demonstrators marched through the streets of New Delhi a day after 2,600 protesters were detained, including the leader of the movement, Anna Hazare. Soaring gold prices mean brisk business for Manhattan jewelers.
This one costs about $1,800.
And Times photographer Doug Mills on President Obama's trip to the Midwest.
I'm here because I want to support the campaign against corruption.
This is Jim Yardley reporting from New Delhi, India. Wednesday offered a remarkable scene in India's budding anti-corruption movement. We had thousands of protesters who gathered at India Gate in the heart of the city, and then they marched through central Delhi in support of a man named Anna Hazare. Hazare was jailed on Tuesday by police after he had vowed to lead a demonstration and hunger strike that is indefinite, because he hopes that the pressure that will create will force the government to amend a bill in the parliament that would create a powerful investigative independent agency to fight corruption. Anna Hazare is the flashpoint in this movement, and he's the reason that this has become a national issue. But many people are coming out now, not just because of him, not out of a personal loyalty to him, but because of a deeper anguish, a deeper public disgust with corruption and a desire to force the government to do something about it.
Anna Hazare has come just an idol, such a symbol. People are not supporting Anna Hazare. People are supporting his movement.
We are common people, we are middle class people, we are suffering. If we go to any office, we have to give bribe, and we are against this because we don't want that our future generation should give bribe.
The bill that's at the center of this would create an investigative agency called a Lokpal. The question at stake is, what sort of powers would that agency have? Anna Hazare and his allies would like it to have sweeping powers, the power and the ability to investigate the members of parliament, the prime minister, and the judiciary. And many political commentators and many people in the government worry that's too powerful, that India is a democracy, that it has democratic institutions that depend on checks and balances, and that such a powerful agency might throw that system out of balance. But there's little question right now that this is a big moment in India, a big moment in which the middle class and others are stepping out onto the streets, and they're demanding that the government do more to fight the corruption that people see in their everyday lives.
We want our India, we want our nation, we want this world to be free from corruption.
Because of a volatile stock market, the price of gold is way up, and so is business for jewelers.
I'm here on West 47th Street in Midtown Manhattan, the Diamond District. It's always a bustling place, but even more so these days. With the stock market going wild, one thing that's remained very strong is gold prices. In fact, gold prices for pure gold have hit record highs, over $1,800 an ounce for 24-karat gold. A lot of buyers here are saying that sellers have been coming in with gold that they've been hanging on to for years.
This one costs about $1,800. They get shocked when they're expecting like $300-400, and they sell it for about $1,000 or something like that. They become extremely happy.
I'm a street hawker. I bring people in, let them try, or let them know that if you sell your gold with us, possibly get a top price. Most of the times, you have a broken chain, a missing earring, a bracelet here and there, stuff of that nature, and it may accumulate in their jewelry box, and they'll bring it down. A lot of people get nice prices, though.
This is one of the many jewelry exchanges in the Diamond District. A lot of different booths here are buying and selling of jewelry.
All right, I'm going to hold on to this. Okay. You have a lot of ads, in all the newspapers, all the channels and radio. And so that's the people, because they were never into that. Now, their teeth, rings, all engagement rings.
So are you telling me that you're actually getting gold fillings?
Oh, yeah, a lot.
10 years ago, gold was $250. Now, more than 10 times. As a mentality of the people, gold is the most safe haven for them. I encourage everybody to get rid of all the old gold they have and get the cash.
And photographer Doug Mills, who has covered President Obama since the 2008 campaign, goes back out on the trail.
The mood for the last 2 days traveling with the president has been pretty upbeat. I mean, jumping from one event to another, getting ice cream, getting popcorn. He's obviously happy to be out of Washington. You can really see it in his step. Around the White House for the last month or so, it's just been like a cloud's hanging over the building. It really felt kind of gloom and doom. And then you come out here on the road, people are talking about the jobs. Just hundreds and hundreds of people along the side of the road. 90% of what we've seen so far has been positive. And even when you roll into town and they don't realize maybe that the president made a surprise stop in their town, they come out of the woodwork.
We appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping. I want to make sure that I'm not holding up all the traffic.
We have come across, I don't know if you'd call them protesters, and you would see signs saying, Obamacare, we need more jobs, you're not doing your job. It's definitely been more positive than negative. And I think the photos that I've been taking have shown that. I've tried to do both sides.
What we stand for is environmental government and a balanced budget. That's reasonable.
It doesn't sound like you're interested in listening. It sounds like you're interested in listening. You haven't listened either.
Out here in the heartland, he is going after the Republicans.
And my attitude is, get it done. And if they don't get it done, then we'll be running against a Congress that's not doing anything for the American people, and the choice will be very stark and will be very clear.
This bus trip feels a lot like his bus trips back in 2008. I was on the campaign then, and I saw a very upbeat senator at the time. Most of the presidential trips, you see him in a very presidential mode. A lot of speaking from behind a podium. He's wearing a suit. It's very serious stuff. Out here, he just seems like his sleeves are let down. He's not wearing a tie. You hear the same music you did in 2008. Crowds are big, supportive. There's just, definitely a different energy level.